Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to this Oracular Divination Awakening Liberation session. We're right here before the full moon. So the full moon happens on Sunday, but just before the full moon, we have Uranus stationing to go retrograde. Uranus commands over was the Lord of Aquarius, and so there's this strong Aquarian great awakening type of energy for us. Uranus brings in this kind of electrifying force, this force that wants to truly awaken us. This is the Great Awakener saying, take a moment here, stop what you're doing, and let us review what is going to go on. And there's a lot of planets, about would be like 6 planets that are in retrograde, and so this is a deep redigestion of what has happened early on in the year. So we're going to look back and see where we've come, what we've been doing, and how we're progressing. And that's an important word. How are you progressing? Sometimes we always kind of look back and we give the sort of negative stance on how we are in the world. But this is an opportunity to really reflect and review and see your progress, how you've evolved. Are you noticing, even if it's the smallest things, maybe you've shifted your awareness from watching too much TV or watching too much news to something different, or maybe you're going out for longer walks or going to sit outside in the morning and just take a moment for quietness. Maybe you don't call it meditation yet, but maybe it is a meditation. So this is a great time for re-looking and revisiting at things that have happened in the past, in this, at least this year. And then the full moon is always about completion. So it's, what do you want to let go of? This is a powerful time to really look at the things that have been bothering you for lifetimes. And these will come up as strange like desires or afflictions, if you will, patterns and programs that we're continuously revisiting over and over, even if it's different people, but the storyline is always similar or the same. And it doesn't matter where you move in the world, this always seems to follow you too. So this is a great time to really look at that and what you want to release and relinquish, and really go deep inside of you, because Uranus in Taurus is really looking at what you value. But it's, what have you valued in the past, or how have you valued life? Now it's going to give you a new spectrum, actually something completely unexpected. This is going to take a while. It's not just going to happen like this. It's been taking a while. There's a new washing over. And most of us actually have no idea what's going to truly happen. Obviously, nobody does. But not even expecting this. And I feel like it's going to be like the complete unexpected of anything that we've ever expected or even imagined it to be. And it feels like we are also being supported. There's energetics completely supporting, even though this Aquarius energy can sometimes be very direct and even sometimes considered cold. But luckily, the sun is in Leo still, so it gives that bravery and that warmth and that full-heartedness. Plus, conjunct with this full moon is Jupiter. And Jupiter is this powerful teacher, but benevolent in his energy. And then too, what's actually, I like this overlay, is where the moon is in Vedic astrology, is in the nakshatra, the 23rd nakshatra of Dhanishta. And this is about the benevolent one. This is about the energy of the lion. This is also the sound that is around us that we don't actually listen to, the sound that is the universe speaking directly to you. Are you quietening your mind enough, the loudspeaker of your mind? Are you quietening that to hear the whisper? And once you hear the whisper, you realize that the universe has actually been speaking all this time. It's just been in this muffled sound. Sometimes you get glimpses of it as like little inspirations. But now it's going to get more potent and more powerful. So listen up. Listen, learn, and love as we move into the world. So let us ask the Oracle to provide some guidance to assist us on our way. I'm reading with these, like, for me, these are ancient cards because I've had them for a really long time. And probably these were probably one of my first decks that I got way back in South Africa when I started reading, I guess, after I started reading with tarot. They weren't really oracle cards back then. It was more just tarot all the time. Oracle cards has become a new thing. A new art. I like oracle cards. It's always positive. It's like, you know, it's an uplifting message. It's the one that's going to show you how to play with Jupiter, because it's the one that's sweet. Whereas tarot is kind of direct. It's more like how you play with Saturn, where Saturn's going to get you to line up and not beat around the bush. Maybe Oracle beats around the bush a little. It's always focusing on like how we can. Not really, but it is. It gives that positive slant. So with that positive energy, we're asking Jupiter and Dashnishta energies and the Oracle to really guide us on our way so we can see where we're going with new lenses made of light. So take a deep breath in, full breath out, just sigh it out and let it all go. Oh, dreams, I love this. And this is one of my favorite stones too. Sujolite. Sujolite to me, besides, okay, we'll go into the color. The color is just like uplifting. It's funny enough, I have this color in my dress. You probably can't see it. But it's this crown chakra energy, this violet, this awakening inside of us. It says dreams on the card, so it's awakening us. Maybe it's awakening us outside of this dream land that we're in, the Maya. Maybe it's opening us up to a new realm of dreaming, which is the dreaming of the true reality, the reality that we're more than just this body, more than just this mind, more than all the stuff that we see. There's a full moon in the background too, so it feels like there's a doorway that's awakening and bringing us through. Sujolite to me is like a powerful healer. It comes with manganese in it, and so the manganese, generally when you use the manganese, it's black, but it pulls out the pain, the discomforts of life. And then this gel of like this sujolite, it uplifts you, it refills you, it refuels you with this high vibrational frequency of the violet energy. It feels too, it's like this like wind energy. It's like blowing in the wind, this energy that's moving through. It's asking us to move through, to take life a little bit more lightly. That maybe we can bring our dreams into fruition too. Maybe it's the dream that we have for a better world. I hope that maybe on some level all of us will be holding that awareness or holding that consciousness. Maybe that's the message here too. Can we dream a better world into being? Maybe there'll be some kind of, I don't want to call it a challenge, but it's a coming together that we can do together. Maybe I'll instigate it here on this channel, and maybe we can do a meditation together about being the love in the world. That's a new dream that we can really bring in, this new humanity where we're bringing our hearts together, that you and I and all are equal, no matter where we are on the spectrum of life and what our choices are. But if we start to live in this place of love, we'll come to this harmony, this frequency. We can look into nature and see how she is in this complete frequency of harmony on love. So a dream world that we can enter into, or dream world that we're going from, this one that's kept us asleep, into this new world that we can dream into being. This blue moon, Aquarius, because second moon, the sign of Leo, is calling us for to really dive into something completely new. If I was you and you haven't watched them, watch the last 3 videos from here that I did before this, because it's all talking about this energy. So it feels like we've come to a doorway. We've been needing to shift and change our energy, especially the frequency in our mind. We're just sending out this old energy, this old mindset. It's time to retrain the mind, to really focus on what the truth is for our hearts, to live in this place of harmony, for the truth for us to live in this place of like ecstatic energy, this place for us to really live where we're coming into oneness with each other. This is what this frequency, this color is bringing us to, is to be in this place of oneness with each other, seeing you and I as one. The sentient beings that crawl and creep and fly and swim across this ocean, them too. None of them are separate from us. They should be, if not even held more in reverence. That's me. That's the Aquarius way of thinking. Be held in such great reverence. These are little sentient beings that we can really learn from. And probably, of course, in science, we have learned so much from nature, trying to replicate it in our own way. But nature has this miraculous way of just being. Maybe this, again, I think I'm remembering from last time, speaking about us coming into harmony with nature, a new doorway to enter through. Are you ready to enter through into a new way of being? Let's see if we can do this together. Heart-centered, breathing into our heart, breathing out through our heart. Remembering to be heart-centered as we walk into the world, walk through our own doorways, walk into the world with this idea. What do you want to dream into being? Let's together again dream in a new humanity, one created, standing in, harmonizing in this frequency of love. So hopefully that made some sense somewhere along the line. Again, from my heart to yours, may you be blissfully blessed and have an absolutely beautiful day. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl. You can find me at belindapearl.com. Namaste.